Talking about the Surah Hud, chapter 11, verse 81. Verse 81. Contradiction in the Qur'an. It's been quite difficult to get to this point. There's been some interruptions, but I think we're on the right track now. Yeah.
And then even the few stuff here, right?
If you don't mind. Yeah, so this is the page 81. So scroll up to the tafsir of Al-Jalalain. That's what I'm reading from, yeah? Can I just confirm that you're reading the same thing? Okay. So, by the way, I do like Al-Jalalain. He seems to be a more honest Islamic scholar. So in his tafsir he says, they said, O Lot, truly we are messengers of your Lord. They shall not reach you with any harm. So travel with your family during a part of the night. And let not one of you turn round, lest they see the terrible predicament that will befall them, except for your wife. Read illa imra atuka in the nominative as a substitute for ahadin. A variant reading has illa imra ataka in the accusative as her being an exception among his family. In other words, do not take her along when you travel. Lo, she shall be smitten by that which smites them. This is very important now. It is said that he did not take her along with him. It is also said that she did set out with them and turned round and so exclaimed, woe is my people, at which point a stone struck her and killed her. So he's making you aware of the variant readings. Ila imra atuka, ila imra ataka. I've shown this lady in the reading of Ibn Kathir and in Hafs. There are differences in the diacritical marks. One has a fatha above the consonant, and another has a dhamma above the consonant, which changes the case in which the sentence is structured. Which then means that the wife is attached to the first verb in the reading of Hafs, which is take, and in the second verb in the reading of Ibn Kathir, which is look. The commands change. It's a contradiction. That's my claim.
Okay. So,
brother, I need to ask something. May I?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. May I? This one?
Yeah, go ahead. I've put the page. The page is there where it's bookmarked.
تفسير وبيان على هامش مع فهرس دار المعرفة. Wait. Here Ibn Kathir is not قراءة, by the way. Okay? قراءة ابن كثير من طريق الشاطبية بالرواية قنبل.
Narration of who?
What? Says here.
رواية of who?
رواية قنبل. I know you don't know what.
Yeah, قنبل. Q-N-B-U-L.
Listen. وعلى هامش مختصر به رواية البزي.
Al-Buzi, yeah, that's fine. A-L-B-U-Z.
So Ibn Kathir, he's not قراءة.
I understand what this qira'at is. That's why I'm showing you the contradiction in it. I got it specifically to show this contradiction.
Okay.
Right? Can we get to the contradiction? Is that a Quran?
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
That's the Quran.
Right.
Right? So there's a different reading in that Quran to this Quran.
No.
Is that correct?
No.
You can say that it's not a contradiction.
I say, you say. So which sheikh or scholar says
Let's get back
different?
to it. I'm sorry.
okay. So,
Wasting my time.
I don't think, so let's assume this is all true, right? I don't think this is even a contradiction.
Okay.
Because you want to focus on the end result. The most well accepted from all scholars, I believe including Ibn Kathir, is the fact that the wife, Prophet Lut's wife, Lot as it's called in the Bible, stayed behind, was left behind, was a supporter of the people of Sodom and Gomorrah. This is a punishment. It goes against the Quran, it goes against the Bible too, as I'm sure you agree, and she was killed.
When the Bible says that she was taken.
Okay, well, I'm not familiar with the Bible, so
And
fair
she
enough,
looked
but I'm
back.
talking about the Quran. Right.
So Ibn Kathir's reading of it would actually be more accurate to our biblical account. Although I'm not trying to affirm the Quranic account. I'm just letting you know.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
What you're saying, can I respond to it?
Sure.
You're saying that it's generally accepted that she remained behind. But that's not what the reading of Ibn Kathir says. Ibn Kathir says that she was taken with the family.
That's in Surah Hud.
That's the point of the
we mentioned the
contradiction.
Quran cover to
In
cover.
one reading, Lot's commanded, take your family, except your wife, but in another reading, she's not accepted. That's the contradiction. And if I'm being honest with you, my friend, your explanation doesn't deal with that contradiction. It just gives one explanation of what.
Where's
people
the
think
other
happened.
one? Which
That's
one
why
is the other one?
Al-Jalalain
You know
gave
how many times
two
brother
opinions
mentioned Lut,
because of this
Nabi Lut alayhi
contradiction.
salam in the
He said
Quran.
some say she set out with them, some say she remained behind. They can't be certain because of the variant readings and how it affects the understanding of the command. That's why you can't say that the Quran is preserved word for word, letter for letter, and dot for dot. You can't say that.
Brother,
Because
you read
if
the
it
Quran,
was, you wouldn't have these
right?
variant readings
How
in the
many
first
times
place.
we
You
mention
wouldn't have
Nabi
these
Lut?
contradictions. The Quran, my friend, with all due respect, has not been preserved.
Look who's
That's the
talking.
biggest lie that's ever been told.
Someone you don't even
Right?
speak or read.
Imagine
or
if I
even
spoke
speak
Arabic,
or
I would show you
Arabic.
so many more
I'm not
contradictions.
going to argue with you in
That's just-
Aramaic or Hebrew
just-
because
I'm
I
an
don't know
English
the language.
speaker who's showing you
No, argue with
contradictions.
me.
If I learn, I'm going to learn the Arabic.
We'll see you next
I'm
Sunday.
going to learn Arabic. But do you know what's interesting?
You know what-
Do you know what's
you know what?
interesting?
The
If I learn the
Iranian-
Arabic,
the
if I learn the Arabic,
Yeah.
I bet you people will
But not the
still.
street language.
I bet you people will still say that.
Who's my people? You mean Somalia?
No, I never said your people.
Then what's the people?
I said people, generally speaking.
Back home.
I bet
Like
you
Christian,
people.
mean?
I bet you people will still try to dismiss me.
Okay, now you mix it. As I told you, okay.
Oh, I make
Qur'an-
sense. I
no,
make-
no.
Okay.
Because you mix
I
Ibn
wanna hear what
Kathir,
this
Ibn
guy-
Kathir
I wanna
is
hear what this guy has
Mufassir.
to
You know
say.
what's the meaning of
This guy's
Mufassir?
genuine.
Yeah, so I think, Timothy, the problem is you're getting caught up in the weeds of it.
Oh, yeah?
From the Islamic paradigm, from the Islamic viewpoint, we're supposed to look at the end result, the whole, holistically. That's how we're supposed to view it. The point was that she sinned, and she sinned against the Prophet. She encouraged sodomy, right, amongst men, and this is forbidden. So Allah punished her. So you're getting caught up as to whether or not she was halfway up with them. She got left behind. She went with the family. At the end of the day, she was left behind. And she was killed with the people of Lot who also sinned, with the sodomites.
Prophet
So
Lut
she
with
stayed
his
behind and
daughters,
she was
he
killed.
been out
That's
of the
what we're
village.
supposed to take away from the story. That's what we're supposed to learn from and apply to the modern.
Oh, where's
day.
that Quran? Can I have it back?
That's essentially what we have to take away from it.
I hear what you're saying, but it doesn't actually deal with the variant readings, right? Ultimately, yeah, she was killed. Ultimately, she died.
Yeah.
I don't dispute that. That's not the problem.
Right.
What the problem is what did the messengers command Lot? That's up for dispute.
أخرج بأهلك.
That's where the contradiction is, right? And you're not dealing with that. You're just saying that this is the accepted outcome. I've shown you in the Tafsir of Al-Jalalain that there was confusion about the issue,
But
right?
I think if
No Muslim is going to accept
listen.
that there are contradictions
went
in
to
the
the
Qira'at,
Rawaya, okay,
because the
of
moment you
Hafs,
accept that, you're not Muslim,
Yeah.
right? So
Right.
I don't expect any Muslim to confirm this entirely. They might say it's a variance, I get that, and many
Yeah.
Muslims accept the variant readings, and they try to justify it with things like, oh, maybe she did or didn't go. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I just care about the command. And in this case, the commands, there's two different commands. One says take your wife, the other says don't take her. That's a contradiction. It doesn't get any clearer than that. How people want to justify it is because they're trying to make everything fit within the Islamic framework. But this actually destroys the Islamic framework because it shows that Allah hasn't preserved the Quran, like He said in
cannot
Surah,
blame that.
like,
You
like He
cannot,
said in
man.
Surah 15, verse 9, that He will preserve the reminder. By the way, the reminder is also referred to as the previous scriptures, which Muslims say are corrupted, right? But for some reason, they say that that verse only applies to the Quran, which is interesting. But even when we look at the Quran, a non-Arabic speaker like me is able to show that there are contradictions. Imagine if I learned the Arabic language, how much more I'd be able to show. And there are.
If anything,
and
I
there-
think you would affirm
You know,
more.
the Arabic,
no,
listen,
no,
the Arab
no,
Christian,
no.
the Arab
That's my
Christian,
claim.
okay, they never even does something like
Remember
it.
what I said to you in the beginning?
Sure.
The
Yeah.
I
Lebanese, the
appreciate this
Egyptian, even the Moroccan.
Remember what I said to you in the beginning? I said the Quran teaches that Muslims must believe in the previous books. Forget my Bible. Cast it aside if you want. How am I going to ever believe in Islam if I don't have access
You
to the
don't have
previous
to.
books that Allah commands you to believe in as a Muslim? So this is where the conversation started from.
Yeah.
Right? And so if you think that by me studying Islam more or learning Arabic, I'm going to come to the religion, you're completely mistaken, my friend. The more I've learned about it, the more I've distanced myself from it because I've seen the lies. I've seen how they've said the Quran is preserved. And I'm just, look, me, a non-Arabic speaker, showing you a contradiction in an Arabic text that I don't even understand. Right? And you haven't been able to deal with respect with the contradiction. You just said that you prefer one narrative over another, and that's not sufficient.
Well, that's not what I said. I don't think it's a real contradiction. If you brought up a real contradiction where it actually clashed, where two totally opposing polar opposite viewpoints clashed with each other, then we can have a conversation there. But right now, I think you're bringing up small little examples. And sure, this is this example. I think if you bring up multiple others, there are going to be smaller contradictions. Because if you're bringing this up now, the scholars of the past would have also bring it up, more than just Al-Jalalain. Everybody would have brought it up, because this would have been a way bigger problem than it actually is.
I'm listening to you, sorry.
Yeah. So my case in point is, even if I don't think it's a contradiction, and I think any other example you cite would probably be the same, we could talk about them all day long, no problem.
So if I say go, don't go, it's not a contradiction.
But no, but that's not go, no go, don't go.
Take your wife, don't take your wife. That's what it's saying. I hope you understand that.
No, but it isn't. I don't think it said.
The wife is part of in the Hafs reading.
Yeah.
The wife is left behind.
Brother, he's saying Hafs reading. It says different from imra'ataka and imra'atuka. Now tell me what's the difference. There's 5 qira'at in English speak. The Canadian,
no.
the USA, the UK, the Australian, even the South African. Even though the same language, but the reciting of English is different.
Thank you.
Now, fassir. Tell me tafsir.
My friend.
No, tell me the tafsir.
I'm going to end this
Why
soon, yeah?
these five
The last thing I want to say
countries
is this, if you don't mind.
Okay, speaker English.
Let me make it very, 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 very clear.
Oh, come on, you don't want to speak. Why don't you answer? You're very
The commands are not the same.
I thought the Quran was
Yeah.
written in the dialect of the
I
Quraysh.
want to make it clear
You're not English speaker.
that in one reading,
You're not.
I'm asking
it's
you.
saying
Tell
take
me-
your
tell me
family,
why the
but not your wife.
what's the
Another reading is saying
Was the
take your
Quran
family
written in the dialect
without
of Quraysh,
accepting
right?
her. The command changes. That's the
So
point I'm
why,
trying to
why
make.
the Greek?
You're talking
Why
And
the
that's
Greek?
the thing
Why
I want you to
Greek?
leave with.
There
Of
are
course,
the
you're not going to
first,
accept
Bible, the correct
on
thing,
camera in
not
front of everyone here that there is a
Aramaic, not
contradiction.
Hebrew.
I don't
What
expect that,
the
but I
No,
want you
you
to think
answer
about it. That's
You
all.
answer.
I would have to look it up a little bit.
Thank you. Yeah. God bless you. It's a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good meeting you.
Good to meet you. I would shake your hand, but I know.
Not Aramaic, not Hebrew.
I can answer your
Yeah,
question.
but
All right, let me wrap this up then.
I can answer your question. Can you answer mine?
But I'll leave you with this as
This is a
well.
high, this is a high
That
school
when it comes
argument.
to
I'm grown up.
preservation,
Can you answer
Why?
mine?
Why?
we
Why?
mentioned the point earlier that the
Bible,
Quran, like we believe the other texts were corrupted, but the Quran was not.
No, I
right?
asked you.
Have you
That
ever
that's
seen
our
Australia?
claim. Like that's kind of what
Have you
makes
heard
Islam
once?
Islam, and that's what makes the message
Sorry,
different over here than the
don't
rest.
mind.
I'm trying to divert that.
Yeah, we talking speaker corner. Yeah, keep on. You move, I won't move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
come on.
basically, my final point, the Quran was unchanged, which is why that's Muslims' claim to the truth.
No, first it was a
We believe the Bible was
speaker,
corrupted,
what's
yet
called
Christians
English.
are some of the good
Five
ones.
countries.
Jews are also
South
some of the
Africa,
saved
have you
ones.
ever heard them when they
Polytheists are
speak
not
English?
included in that because they're of the monotheistic
I don't think so.
people.
Have you ever heard Australia?
So I just want to get that
Have
point
you
out.
ever heard
Okay.
Australia?
That was
Have you
there.
seen it?
Yeah, I hear that. God bless you. Really nice speaking with
I
you.
like
Yeah.
it.
You have
Thank you so
are
much.
you here for long or you just? Hanging around.
This is the only Sunday, but we'll be here all day essentially. But
Well, I hope you enjoy your day. You know.
yeah, first time in the UK, so we're gonna come over
Well,
here
Yes, I
and
want. Where he run away?
take a shot at it. I'm not very educated. I'm not a scholar. I'm still learning.
No, just you know.
So,
We're all learning.
yeah, if we can meet each other again someday, I hope to have a better
I need the real
conversation.
Christian.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'll be
I need
good.
the real.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have a channel? What's your channel?
At Timothy of Speaker's Corner. Yeah, you can find me on YouTube.
Okay.
And you can ask these guys as well. You've got Revelation 22:13, I believe. Sunday Speaker's Corner here. Speaker's Corner Revival and Soccer Film.
Okay.
Right, so you'll be able to find that online. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.